On the night of October 12, 2006, in the quiet town of Henderson, Nevada, 16-year-old Evan Brooks sat alone in his bedroom, the faint glow of his laptop casting long shadows across the walls, unaware that this ordinary night was about to turn into something no one could ever explain. Earlier that week, Evan had come across an old newspaper article in his school library about a teenage boy named Daniel Harper, who had died mysteriously in 1993 inside his own home. No injuries, no signs of forced entry, just found lying on his bed with his eyes wide open. And what disturbed Evan the most was that the address in the article matched his own house, a detail that felt too specific to be a coincidence. Driven by curiosity, he set up a camcorder facing his bedroom door at around 1:13 a.m., just to prove to himself that there was nothing to fear. But as the night deepened, the silence inside the house grew unnaturally heavy, pressing against his ears. And by 1:47 a.m., the temperature in his room dropped so suddenly that his breath became visible in the air. Then a faint whisper broke the silence. His name, Evan. Not from outside, not from the hallway, but from somewhere inside the room itself, as if it had been waiting for him. Frozen in fear, he stared into the darkness as the camcorder continued recording, capturing him sitting upright on his bed at exactly 2:02 a.m., his eyes wide, his body stiff, as if he was listening to something no one else could hear. And when the audio was later analyzed, a second voice emerged beneath the static, a weak, trembling teenage voice whispering, "Help me," in a tone filled with desperation. Moments later, at 2:08 a.m., the footage glitched and went completely black for 7 seconds. And when the image returned, Evan was gone, his bed empty, the room silent, and the closet door slowly creaking open on its own. When his parents came home at 3:26 a.m., they found the house locked from the inside, and Evan lying unconscious inside the closet, barely breathing, his eyes wide open, just like the boy in the newspaper, staring at something unseen. He survived, but something inside him had changed, and when questioned, he kept repeating the same chilling words over and over again. "He's still here. He doesn't want to be alone." And a week later, a small newspaper column quietly reported the incident, linking it back to the 1993 case, revealing that both boys had lived in the same room, room 214. And even today, people say that if you pass by that house at exactly 2:02 a.m., you might notice a light turning on in a room that shouldn't exist, flickering faintly in the darkness. And if you listen closely, you won't just hear silence. You'll hear a voice calling your name.